Now Gala was in a quandary. Scout had been asked by Leader to report on everything that he did, which of course would mean explaining the entry into the ship. Maybe Gala should have gone into the ship alone, but that might have had even worse consequences. Well, he couldn't start second-guessing himself now. There were two possible consequences of last night's action. Either Scout would tell Leader, or he wouldn't. Scout's honest and straightforward outlook on life would most likely mean that he'd tell Leader everything she asked. Whether that meant he would tell her everything that they had discovered was an entirely different thing, especially considering that the Leader might still be focused on his status as chosen. Still, if he went crashing into the meeting of Leader and Scout, he was likely to do more harm than good, and possibly face some tough questions himself. So, his only real course of action was to trust that Scout knew what he was doing and leave him to it, and whatever the outcome, cope with the consequences. Kylie didn't like it. This reliance on others and their actions unsettled him. He always preferred to be in control, leading or guiding events. But this time, he'd just have to wait. So the next question was what to do in the meantime. The answer came to him fairly quickly. Since he was supposed to be helping farmers with their crop problems, it might be best to talk to the farmer. He'd already discovered a possible issue with soil depletion. Maybe also could assist with irrigation. Maybe a farmer could give him some thoughts on the high levels of carbon dioxide, another one of those problems that he put to one side with the new revelations about the ship. Having made up his mind, he said goodbyes to the farm worker, who passed on a message from Scout, and went in search of the person called Farmer. One thing for certain, these names as job titles could certainly get confusing. Maybe he could also ask Farmer about that whilst he was at it. It didn't take Garlo long to find Farmer. It wasn't very far from that last place where Garlo had been talking to Farmer. He was obviously trying his best to sort out the problem in the fields. The problem without much of a way of luck in that issue. "Good day to you, Farmer," Garlo called out as he reached him. "I came to see if I could aid or assist you in any way with your problems. It would seem that other field is not the only one in difficulty." "No, it's not that. Though remarkable it seems, I think your little thing may already be showing an improvement. I still can't see how such a little thing is going to change the plants. But if what I have seen continues, I may have to come over to your way of thinking. That being the case, I'm prepared to listen to anything you may have to say. I may, of course, not agree with it, but I'm certainly prepared to hear you out." "That's fair and reasonable," Garlo said, wanting to win Farmer over. "For now, though, I'd like to listen to your problems and see if there's anything I can do, rather than suggest something for you that you don't have an issue with, or something that's only a minor thing. I'd like to know anything you can tell me, from watering your crops to getting best yield from which crops grow well, together with the problems with this soil moss." "Ho! Now there you've touched on many a sore topic amongst us farmers with those particular topics," replied Farmer. "I think we could spend all the time talking till next harvest about those things you mentioned. Shall we sit over there a bit and talk about these things, at least till you're fed up with my voice?"